other 6 that are here, or any other 4. Calm Mind. I'm guessing you're gonna use Harden. Okay, do I have a normal potion? I just want it to be quiet. Yeah, so now I have them all saved here, so... I have all my pals saved here, so now I can actually, like, save them as external files, just like I did with PK Hex for all my Pokemon. The only difference is that I won't have to do extra sorting based off of what games they came from. Because that was one of the things that I actually ended up doing. The only reason why I did that was so that way, though, at any point in time, if I wanted to know, like, what... Hang on, what was the... I think I made a Nidoking and Nidoqueen for Generation 5. Because I could literally transfer them over to X and Y, and then I was trying to grind a whole bunch of items. That one. Let me just take a look at that. I think that's how it happened. Generation 1. Let's try and find those Pokemon. Nidoking. Yeah, Black and White, and then there was Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. Oh yeah, but the Black and White one was the one that I transferred over to, I think, X and Y. That was back when I think I found a Wailord that was so broken in his own little way that I was like, oh my god, like this Wailord is really good. I was really happy with it. It did a lot. It was like a bulky Wailord, and it was very powerful. Okay, Beautifly has Silver Wind, but we win. Good. I wish we'd never met. That's not very nice, buddy. Elspeth's gonna be on her warpath again. I don't know. Elspeth's not gonna be on her final form. Honestly, if I could simulate having like it connected to a DS kind of thing, I would totally do it. Totally do it. I would make it so that like we can transfer all of these over to the next game legitimately. So when we do the Generation 4 games, we could literally do it. I think if I remember correctly, I think Diamond and Pearl you can't. I think it's like you have to do it like at the end of the game. That's if I'm doing it correctly. That's if I'm thinking about it correctly. Yeah, because I think that's how it worked. Ooh, citrus berry. Oh, look at you. For someone on an adventure, you're traveling awfully light. What do you mean? One Ranger Catherine. Strength. Show your strength, Delicos. This wouldn't have happened if Delicos was a Swampert. Anyway. That would actually be really funny if that actually would be the case. If Delicos wasn't a Swampert, Delicos would have just, like, one-shotted it. No! Not my defense! And I'm paralyzed. Didn't I give you a Quick Claw? No, but honestly, I think I know what I'm going to give Delicos in terms of an item. Come on. Thank you. Surprised I didn't use a grass move. It would have taken me out in one shot. Ooh. Honestly, Surf. Hoping the rain kind of does decent. It did pretty well. Don't use Pursuit. There was one Pokemon game that, like, every opponent had, I think, Pursuit. Maybe it was Gen 5. I don't remember. I remember one of them kept using Pursuit, and I'm like, why are you using that weak Dark move? I always kind of thought that Pursuit was really weak. Did I just get Stun Spored? How? I'm a grass type. I thought that was a Gen 2 change. Or was it Leech Seed that was a Gen 2 change? It was a Gen 2 change. They changed for Leech Seed. I thought it was for all the powder moves. Or maybe it was like a 3DS era change. Or probably Gen 5, actually. Because Gen 5, they changed a lot of mechanics. Yeah, it could be a Gen 5 change, actually, now that I'm thinking about it more clearly. Oh, I forgot to do one thing with Delicos. I forgot to give it 2,000 experience. Because of the 2 gyms from last time. I could do it now. Like, it's not gonna take long for me to do that. It's not like we're gonna get a level anyway. No, I don't want to freaking check the tag. Such a dumb mechanic. Let me check the tag on this berry. Can I give it to you? No, I want you to have bulk up, man. I could have swore that... Is it Swampert that can learn it? Maybe it's Swampert that can learn it. Actually, you know what? No, I have a Hyper Potion. There we go. Who has the knowledge and the technique for survival? Pokemon Rangers, that's who. The PAL Defense Force does. I don't know. I'm trying to think, like, if I actually came up with a Pokemon team, like I did with my, like with my PAL like sort of like guild kind of thing, like what would I name it? Because I kind of like the acronym of like is it acronym or abbreviate? I don't care anymore. Like PDF. I think it's funny. So maybe like Poke Defense Force. Didn't have enough Pokemon know-how. You didn't have enough Pokemon. You only had one Breloom. Buddy. Anyway. I'll show you the true potential of me and my bird Pokemon. Alright, Phil. If that is your real name. I'm gonna keep making the joke. Like, if we actually put Drathis as the Dark King kind of thing, I think him having Dark-type Pokemon makes sense. So maybe him being a part of, like, a Dark team. I think out of anything, dude, he would probably be a mixture. No, I'm trying to think of it now. I'm trying to think of, like, all the evil teams, and I'm trying to see, like, which one would he fit more with. Team Rocket doesn't make sense because they steal Pokemon, and he would be against that. He is too much of a moral compass, if that makes sense. The Gen 2 was also Team Rocket, so that doesn't make sense. Aqua and Magma? I don't see him joining them either. And then Generation 4, I don't think it makes sense for him to join that either. Because they want to is it destroy a world or create a new one? I think it's like they want to destroy the current universe and make a new one, but in their image. I think that's the plot. I might be wrong. I don't think he would go for that. I mean, maybe protecting the universe? Maybe, but not destroying it. What's the other one? Generation 5. I think that forcing people to not capture Pokemon but befriending them might be something he might be interested in. We lacked potential. Sure. I think that makes sense for Drathis. So instead of you, like... So it's like you not using a cage to trap Pokemon. You have to literally befriend them so they don't require a Pokeball. Sort of like Ash's Pikachu, where Ash's Pikachu doesn't like to be in a Pokeball. So that's why he's always on Ash's shoulder kind of thing. So same concept, right? But I do know that Gen 5, they're hypocrites in their own way. Where they don't like people, they don't like trainers capturing Pokemon with Pokeballs, but yet they use Pokemon they caught with Pokeballs. What? Like, I'm confused by that logic. And I know that's just how the Pokemon games work, but it's like, you're defeating your own message by doing what you're trying to prevent. Or you're doing what you're trying to stop. I think they should have been like the ones that are really weird, where they don't have Pokeballs, but yet they have Pokemon. I think that would have been a much more interesting mechanic for Generation 5. I'm trying to think of everything else though. Generation 6, no. I think that the concept of the story would probably fit Drathis's like sort of interest, but not the enemy team. If you're not on your guard, you're in for some pain. Yeah. And I don't even know who the evil team in Gen 7 is. Because there's like two, but one of them is more of like a joke and the other one's like more serious, like they want to destroy the world kind of thing, and the other one's just more like a jokey rappers kind of thing. So it's like I'm trying to remember like who would be technically considered the evil team. Okay, the one that is the joke one I'm just gonna name him that. I think Drathis would be intrigued by how they were able to get away, like to be able to get where they are, kind of thing. But that's it. That's all his interest would lie towards, is like, how did you guys take over this town, kind of thing. And I think that's about as far as he'll go with that. For the real evil team, I know in the Ultra games it's different, right? I don't think he would join any of the evil teams, to be honest. Because I'm trying to wrap my head around both the Ultra and the normal one, and I don't think Drathis would join either of them in either game. I think he would respect the cause for the Ultra games, because I think it's like the head wanted to keep everybody safe, so they tried to push everybody away, and then they just wanted to deal with the enemy threat by themselves. I think that fits with what Drathis would be. He would be the one that's like the soul warrior that goes against like the enemy threat. You're surprisingly good. I am. But I think that's it. I don't think there's anything else I can think of for what Drathis would, if Drathis